Can you imagine Da Vinci harnessing the power of lightning in the Middle Ages? He embeds crystal lenses into the hollow wheels, with metal coils wrapped around each opening. This strange mechanical device is built according to the knowledge from the Book of Leaves. To unleash its power, it needs to be connected to a special kite with a transformer-like device on its back, made by Da Vinci's sister Sophia. Seeing dark clouds gathering overhead, Da Vinci immediately instructs Sophia to fly the kite. As he turns the gears, a massive burst of electric arcs erupts from the coils. Clearly, this electricity comes from the lightning in the clouds, conducted down through the kite string. The increasingly powerful electric field makes all of Da Vinci's hair stand on end. Da Vinci creates this terrifying weapon to repel the Ottoman Empire's invasion. The Turks stole his designs to make rapid-fire cannons and tanks, crushing the Italian army. Their breastplates and tank armor use an extremely durable alloy impervious to blades and bullets. Da Vinci first developed armor-piercing shells using instantaneous high temperatures from chemical reactions, but despite their devastating power, they still couldn't penetrate the armor. Left with no choice, he built this weapon named Nature's Wrath, based on the Book of Leaves design. However, the problem is that its lightning strikes are unpredictable in timing and direction, making it impractical for actual combat. As Da Vinci ponders how to use it, Zorro returns. He's immediately attracted to Da Vinci's beautiful sister, but is even more intrigued by the strange machine on the table. True to form, Zorro can't resist tinkering with Nature's Wrath. Luckily, the cowardly Zorro wears a Turkish breastplate, which saves his life. Da Vinci keenly observes that the current didn't strike the breastplate, rather the breastplate attracted the current. To test his theory, he places the breastplate opposite Nature's Wrath and turns the gears again. Sure enough, the arc is generated and hits the breastplate, heating it to a glowing red. But Nature's Wrath's limited stored electricity can't even pierce one breastplate, let alone deal with thousands of Turkish soldiers. Sophia suddenly remembers seeing a clock tower in the Book of Leaves. Da Vinci immediately understands the correct use of Nature's Wrath to attract lightning from the clouds while attacking enemy forces below from the city's highest point. Zorro thinks Da Vinci has gone mad, as his method would kill Italian soldiers in armor too.
Yes! Exactly!
Without explaining, Da Vinci immediately takes Nature's Wrath to the front lines. Meanwhile, the Pope decides to unite all Italian city-states to form a crusade against the Ottoman Empire's army. To increase their chances, Zorro and Nico head to Warlord Vlad's castle to seek an alliance. Vlad clearly hasn't forgotten how Da Vinci burned him with magnesium powder and pushed him off the castle tower. He agrees to join the crusade, but on the condition that Zorro and Nico play a game with him. As soon as he finishes speaking, Zorro and Nico pass out, just like when Da Vinci drugged Vlad's soldiers. Upon waking, Nico finds himself in the spherical cage that once held the cartographer. Zorro relaxes when he sees a chess set on the table, as he's skilled at the game. But Vlad adds a rule. Every time Zorro contemplates his next move, a sword is removed from the cage, and Nico receives another wound. Amidst Nico's wails and screams, Zorro loses focus and loses 2 pieces in succession. However, Vlad's chess skills are terrible, and he still loses despite the advantageous rules. Yet he doesn't release Nico, telling Zorro he hasn't offered the correct sacrifice. After brief confusion, Zorro recalls Vlad's meaningful words during the game.
Is your champion a brilliant swindler, or just a dim-witted pickpocket?
On their previous visit, Zorro had secretly pocketed a sultan's gold coin, Vlad's war trophy from fighting the Turks. Zorro takes out the coin, runs to the castle roof, and throws it down, returning it to its original place. This game was just Vlad's way of punishing Zorro and Nico. He already hates the Turks and wouldn't refuse to fight them. Though the Pope and Satan-worshipping Vlad are mortal enemies, the threat of national destruction forces him to accept Vlad into the crusade. The Turkish invasion ironically unites the fractured Italian states like never before. After a hasty pre-war mobilization, the Crusaders marched towards the fallen Otranto. However, when Da Vinci reaches the outskirts of Otranto, he sees only corpses covering the hills. Crusaders, but no Turks. They've clearly fallen into an ambush. By the time Vlad arrives with his Order of the Dragon, the battle is already over. Da Vinci meets Nico in the camp and learns that the Turks deployed dozens of tanks in this surprise attack. Without neutralizing them, the Crusaders face one-sided slaughter. Da Vinci has a plan to deal with the tank threat, but he needs to acquire one first. So, a night patrol of Turkish soldiers becomes unfortunate victims. The tank driver, focused on flame-throwing potential enemy hideouts in the bushes, doesn't notice his two companions outside are eliminated. When he peers through the periscope, he nearly soils himself. Clearly, Vlad is immune to fire, a fact Da Vinci had previously tested and proven. When the driver opens the hatch to look out, his fate is sealed. Da Vinci assigns Zorro and Sofia to sneak into Otranto's church bell tower with nature's wrath, while he and Nico infiltrate the Ottoman camp in the captured tank. Entering the driver's compartment, Da Vinci understands the controls at a glance. After all, it's his design. The gate guard doesn't suspect the tank, even pointing out its parking spot. Unable to understand, Da Vinci and Nico drive straight into the camp. At the tank park, Da Vinci quietly exits, planting bombs on each tank and connecting them with gunpowder fuses. At the same time, Nico continues driving, shielding Da Vinci. Just as they're finishing, a Turk notices something amiss. Nico unhesitatingly activates the flamethrower, roasting him. Exposed, Da Vinci and Nico load all cannons and unleash hell on the tank park. In moments, the Ottoman camp becomes an inferno. Da Vinci destroys their own tank with a final bomb. The next day, Da Vinci chooses an open field near Otranto's cathedral for the decisive battle, ideal for maximizing nature's wrath's power. Zorro and Sofia reach the bell tower. Joined by Donati, who escaped prison, they quickly assemble and deploy nature's wrath. With a deep horn blast, thousands of Turkish soldiers appear on the hillside. They charge from on high, unaware that they're entering Da Vinci's carefully chosen graveyard. The Crusaders have lost half their force to the ambush, hardly stand against the Ottoman army at full strength. They fight desperately, but slow to wait for the destructive magic Da Vinci promised. Sofia had set up nature's wrath when the battle began, but as Zorro climbs to the roof to launch the kite, he slips and falls unconscious. Donati retrieves the kite ready to take over, but tower guards spot her. She painfully pulls an arrow from her leg, only to be hit in the back by another. Meanwhile, the Crusaders are in utter despair, facing annihilation. Seeing this, Da Vinci shouts surrender, ordering all Crusaders to discard weapons and armor. Soon, a small mountain of discarded gear forms. Just as the enemy commander prepares to behead Da Vinci, thunder and lightning suddenly fill the sky. With her last strength, Donati had launched the kite, and Sofia activated nature's wrath. Seeing the massive thunderclouds, Da Vinci smiles in relief. Nature's wrath frantically draws lightning energy from the clouds until it overloads. Before the Turks recover from their shock, divine punishment strikes. The mountain of armor becomes a perfect lightning rod, electrocuting all nearby armored Turkish soldiers. Remaining enemies on the hillside drop their weapons, their courage and beliefs shattered by this terrifying heavenly thunder. Da Vinci has no time to savor victory. His friend Zorro is seriously injured. His lover Donati dies in his arms, having redeemed her earlier betrayal. After witnessing nature's wrath's world-destroying power, Da Vinci abandons his obsession with the Book of Leaves. Humans can't control things beyond their understanding without causing disaster. The edifice of science and knowledge isn't built in the air, but must be explored and constructed brick by brick.
People of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things.